Does consciousness disappear, or is it immortal? Welcome to a journey exploring the deepest mystery of existence. Where does our consciousness go after death? Does it dissolve into nothingness, or does it exist independently and eternally in this vast universe? Since ancient times, this question has haunted humanity, a maze that even the greatest minds have struggled to solve. Most of us consider consciousness as a product of the brain, a complex collection of neurons and synapses. But what if I told you that modern science, especially quantum mechanics, is gradually revealing an astonishing truth, that consciousness is not confined within our skulls? Get ready, because what we are about to discover could completely change the way you perceive life, death, and yourself. We will delve into groundbreaking theories, from the immortality of quantum information to parallel universes, and even the idea that consciousness constructs reality. This is not just a science video, it is an intellectual adventure, challenging all limits of belief. Are you ready to unveil this mystery? Let's begin now. When the brain stops functioning, where does consciousness go? For thousands of years, humans have tried to decode the connection between consciousness and the brain. It seems that all our thoughts, emotions, and memories are linked to the complex neural activity inside the skull. When the brain dies, does consciousness share the same fate? This is an extremely difficult question, a major barrier for both philosophy and science. Scientists once believed that the mechanism behind consciousness was an unsolvable mystery, a truly hard problem. All research has focused on dissecting and analyzing every corner of the brain, hoping to find the center of consciousness. But does this approach overlook something more fundamental, deeper? Is consciousness merely a byproduct of matter, or does it have an independent, transcendent nature beyond what we have imagined? Let's look at a completely new perspective, a theory that is shaking the foundations of physics and biology. That is quantum mechanics, the gateway to the greatest mysteries about the existence of consciousness. Quantum mechanics, the key to the immortality of consciousness. Quantum mechanics, originally developed to describe the microscopic world of subatomic particles, is now opening unexpected doors into the nature of consciousness and life, death. According to this theory, everything in the universe, from matter to energy, is composed of fundamental information. And the astonishing thing is that this information never disappears. When a body dies, the atoms that make it up do not vanish, but simply recombine to form new structures. So, if consciousness is also a form of information, a complex pattern of energy and data, then why can't it continue to exist after our physical body ceases to function? Quantum mechanics suggests that death is merely a change in physical state, not the end of consciousness. Consciousness may be released from the physical shell, continuing to exist in another form, a non-material cloud of information in the universe. This is not science fiction, but a serious hypothesis being explored by quantum physicists and philosophers. Parallel universe? The place where we live forever? Another concept from quantum mechanics that makes us deeply ponder death and the immortality of consciousness is the theory of parallel universes. Imagine a universe that is not unique, but countless universes existing parallel to ours. In these universes, every smallest decision you make, every possibility, every choice, creates a different timeline, a different version of reality. What does that mean? It means that even if you die in this universe, there may be another version of you still living, experiencing life in some parallel universe. Every time we make a decision, the universe branches out, creating a new parallel quantum universe. This leads to a huge, almost infinite number of universes. Could it be that in some universe, all our lost loved ones are still existing, living another life? This theory not only gives us hope for immortality, but also expands our vision of the infinite diversity of possible existences. Quantum entanglement, the great network of consciousness in the brain. One of the strangest and most powerful concepts in quantum mechanics is quantum entanglement. Two entangled particles have an instantaneous connection with each other, regardless of distance. This seems unbelievable, but scientists are speculating that quantum entanglement may be the key to explaining the emergence of consciousness in the brain. Imagine, in our brain, there are billions of tiny channels like microtubules, neurons, and synapses. Scientists like Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff propose that particles inside these structures may be quantum entangled, forming a massive quantum system. When we think, feel, or make decisions, we are observing this quantum system, causing it to collapse into a certain state and create the subjective experience we call consciousness. In other words, consciousness is not just the synthesis of electrochemical signals, but a complex quantum phenomenon created by the interaction of countless entangled particles. This theory, called the quantum consciousness theory, is challenging the way we perceive the brain and consciousness. Biocentrism theory. Is consciousness the creator of the universe? And finally, we come to a theory even bolder. Biocentrism by scientist Robert Lanza. This theory completely overturns the traditional view, suggesting that it is not the universe that creates life, but life, and especially consciousness, that creates the universe. According to Lanza, consciousness is the starting point of everything. The brain or body is merely a modem or interface for consciousness to interact with and receive signals from the outside, converting them into our life experiences. If so, the death of the physical body is simply the modem ceasing to function, but the core consciousness, our true essence, will continue to exist because it is immortal and independent of matter. This theory opens up a hopeful and profound perspective. We are not insignificant creatures in a vast, unconscious universe, but our consciousness may be the foundation of reality. It raises the question: is it possible that our consciousness is shaping this universe in a way we have never imagined? Discoveries in quantum mechanics and consciousness have opened new horizons, challenging all old definitions of life and death. Although many mysteries remain unanswered, one thing is clear: our consciousness may be far more complex and magnificent than we ever imagined. It may not only be a product of the brain, but also an immortal part, connected to the universe in ways that science is gradually revealing. What do you think about these theories? Is consciousness truly immortal? Leave your comments below, share your thoughts, and explore with us. If you find this video interesting and want to delve deeper into the mysteries of the universe and consciousness, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss the exciting content ahead. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. See you in the next videos.